or not release the June 9th, 2025 executive minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Do you want a motion to release or not release?
I would say not release.
Okay, so the motion is to approve and not release the June 9th, 2025 minutes. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, and that's trustee Marson and trustee Severs.
Yeah.
Okay, do we want to call the roll?
Supervisor Stylen?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Marson?
Aye.
Trustee Melody?
Aye.
And Trustee Severs?
Aye.
Okay, moving on to reports from township officials. And we'll start with trustee Marson.
I don't have anything at this time.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
But
All
I take that back. Just real quick, thank you everyone for all the food that we have in the pantry. I was there about a week and a half ago and it was completely filled. We actually have someone in the community making little packets, pre-made, where you just have to put the ingredients together. And
Oh, wow.
There are about 10 of them and they're in little plastic bags. And just want to thank everyone coming out, supporting our pantry. Shows what a great community we have. So thank you everyone.
And we still have some that they had collected, the overflow. We still have some inside the township too that we keep on replenishing. So I see boxes yet.
And it is getting used regularly.
Oh, yeah.
I can
Is it?
tell you.
That's good.
Yes, I
Yes,
can see
Yep.
that. Okay, trustee Severs.
Just want to wish everybody a happy new year. And I did want to bring to attention here that on Friday, January 23rd at 6 p.m., there is a veterans game that they do annually. It's against Lincoln Way West. Last year I went, there were over 125 veterans that were recognized individually with their years of service and their branch of service. So really cool night.
Is it a basketball?
It's a basketball game, yeah. And that is all I have.
Okay. Trustee Gray.
Echoing Trustee Severs, Happy New Year to everybody. And we have a Veterans Committee meeting coming up this Wednesday, 2 days from now at 7 p.m. at the Township Admin Building over on West 151st Street, 7 p.m. And that's pretty much it.
Just quickly, I'm sure Supervisor's going to give an update on the community center, but just wanted to let everybody know that we've been having our regular monthly meetings. I think they're going well. We're moving a little slowly, but I think that's a good thing because we're being very intentional and thoughtful and getting feedback from the community. We have a great group of people on the committee with bringing a lot of good experience and knowledge, so we're making progress. We're having great conversations, step at a time. We've got some results from the survey that was put out, so there is traction being made. You're not going to see it yet, but we're moving along in the right direction, and I'm optimistic about future progress.
Yes.
I missed her last month.
Sorry about the hoarse voice, but I was at the Bears game on Saturday, so go Bears. Our senior Christmas party was held December 9th at the Crystal Grand Banquets. We had approximately, I think, about 100 seniors. I think it went very well. Our senior bingo is tomorrow at noon at Cross of Glory Church on 163rd Street. Our senior committee will have a meeting on January 20th at the township offices. We also have a great bunch of people for the committee and a lot of great ideas. Our seniors Valentine Luncheon is February 10th at Blueberry Hill on 143rd and Bell Road. It's from noon to 2. It's $10 for residents and $15 for non-residents. Payments and the number of guests are due by February 6th. And there's $100 or 100 person max. And you can make the payments at the township office. And tomorrow I'll also have the receipt book at bingo. And the last thing, early voting at the township office is Monday, March 2nd through Friday, March 6th from 9 to 3. And then Saturday, March 7th from 9 to noon. And then also Monday, March 9th through Friday, March 13th from 9 to 3. And that's, oh, one other thing, sorry. The statement of economic interests are due by February 2nd for elected officials, so I will be submitting those coming up here. So,
Got that second?
yeah, yeah.
Are you sure? Usually they get
That was May, yeah.
It's May. I think maybe you did send the names in by February 2nd.
You know, I'll go online.
Because I think, do they email us something?
Yeah.
I
They
think
They
usually
emailed
email us
some,
to
yeah,
individuals.
they emailed us something, so.
They might have emailed you asking for the current list.
Yeah, I think that's what might have happened. Okay, Highway Commissioner Robinson.
Just we're plugging along through the winter here. We've had a couple snow events we've had to deal with. Other than that, there's not much going on right now.
We're supposed to get some snow on Wednesday.
They keep going back and forth between flurries and measurable snow, so we'll see.
And Assessor Morella.
Happy New Year, everybody. Just working on general homestead exemptions, getting those finalized by the end of the month. And then CDs are opening up, so we'll be working on those for our residents. Other than that, everything is ready to go for a new year. So.
And the collector's position is now open. I haven't advertised for a replacement yet. I was hoping for some concrete description for that position, but there really isn't one. so how we advertise that is a little bit tricky, but we will. So now for my report, and I bring my notes right on the copier. But anyway, we will be talking about the Civic Center a little bit later. Many of you should have received a survey. The township, we have a list of about 10 or 11,000 names, and we used that. So if you didn't want to be on the list, just unsubscribe, and we're going to build that list. And one of the things we did ask in the survey was to submit your email, and we'll keep you up to date, and ideally we will have some follow-up questions to that survey. But what that did is that it's through constant contact, and that really kicks off our communications initiatives, because one of the things that we did promise is that we wanted to improve communications with our residents, and hopefully we'll have a newsletter come out soon. And so that's on communications. The other thing is we've heard from some of the trustees. We have committees going. They're becoming established, and I think that they have a lot of great ideas. And so I'm thinking that Happy New Year, and 2026 is probably going to be the year of action, where we're working on the Civic Center and several other projects. Access Will County dial-a-ride service started on January 1st, and that has a few little glitches, mainly with the riders that are Title 20 riders. You know who you are. If you encounter any problems, please do go ahead and call the township office, because we'd like to know. But we will most likely refer you then to the manager at Will County, who has been working with PACE to correct any glitches. Also, the Township Officials of Illinois has a scholarship program. It's a $2,000 scholarship for high schoolers, and we'll be sending that notice to the local high schools. The deadline for the application is March 1st, so we will also post that on the website. You can look for that. And other than that, it's been a kind of a quieter month because of the holidays, and that's my report. So next item, moving on to action items, we have approval of bills for payment.
I'll make the motion to approve the bills as presented.
I will second that motion.
Okay, Trustee Gray and Trustee Melody. And any discussion? Questions, comments? Madam Clerk,
Okay.
call the roll.
Supervisor Stalin?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Marson?
Aye.
Trustee Melody?
Aye.
And Trustee Severs?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Great. Okay, next item is the approval of a line item transfer. And The motion we'd like for consideration is the amount of $16,500 from the 990 contingency fund in the Founders Crossing general budget to Founders Crossing general fund to 707 maintenance personnel in the amount of $4,000 and 708 health insurance, the amount of $12,500 in the Founders Crossing general budget, Founders Crossing general fund. This does not affect the fund. It is mainly due because we had a change in personnel and there were different insurance levels, and then there was also one that retired that got their vacation pay and it threw off the salary amount. So if I could have a motion for that.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Severs and Marson. Any discussion?
No, but this will probably be the last time we do a budget move around, right? And we are going to have, we're hoping to have a tighter grip on where employees will be and which funds they'll be paid out of and all of that, right?
Right.
Like you said, this just came up because of some employees moved around or left the township and others replaced them, right?
Yeah, and that happened in May.
Right.
And the budget was approved in June, and so they published it a month in advance. So
Right.
even if we would have caught it, it would have been.
We would have still had it.
Yeah, so, yeah, we'll have a better handle on it for next year. I kind of looked at this year as a, 2025 was a fact finding
Yes.
year and a procedural finding year. So we have Severs and Marson made a motion, and so we go to call the roll.
Supervisor Stylin?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Marson?
Aye.
Trustee Melody?
Aye.
And Trustee Severs?
Aye.
Okay, and the next item is approval of Resolution 2026-0112, RES-1, a resolution designating portions of the Trantina Farm property as a public park for the use of the public. Could we have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Melody and Severs. Okay, for discussion, and just a little explanation. This is, we're dividing the parcel. I sent out I included it today, the actual legal description and an aerial showing the parcel divided into three sections. One we singled out the house property. That can't be a park because it's not accessible to the public. And then the back portion doesn't really require any maintenance. So this would allow us to use park funds to maintain the actual structures that are in that.
I'd just like to point out that this is an overlay. This is not changing the underlying open space designation. It's still open space at its heart. It's just that by having this overlay on there, this allows us to use funds from both the park fund and the open space fund to maintain that property properly. So I think this is a great move by you, Supervisor Stylin, and I appreciate that you put this together. And I think this will help out tremendously. What I would also like to do is encourage us to maybe consider doing this same thing, an overlay of the portions of property over at Founders, the open space areas that are more park-like, the healing garden, the pond, the trails that are over there, separate from Founders itself. Again, those are Founders apartments are not public access, so that wouldn't qualify, but I think the rest of that would.
Founders is not, the apartments aren't on open space.
No, I know, I just want
Yeah.
anybody not to think we're going to use park money for Founders Crossing, but the other areas, the trails,
Right.
the pond, the healing garden, all of that is public space and it is open space. And I think we should look into having an overlay over that as well.
Good idea.
And I think also in addition to that, the dog park.
Yes.
We didn't include it with this description, but we would, that would be forthcoming as well.
Is it the dog park across the street?
Across the street, that's on open space.
Okay.
And, this year we had to repair the shelter, so, and the
Right.
benches will be.
Right, it just gives you more options on how to accommodate those needs.
Jason, real quick, for the whole, what we're doing with this park, is it total open space or is it per area? For example, the dog park, is the dog park considered part of the training?
Well, no, not part of this actual motion.
But if we did in the future, would that fall under Trentino or would it just fall under dog park?
We don't call that Trantina Farm Park at the dog park, we just call it the dog park. So,
Yeah, my understanding of the open space parcel that we're dealing with is the parcel that's north of, is that 151st?
correct.
That's north of 151st.
Okay.
And so nothing there, and it's the whole parcel,
Right,
and
right.
we excluded the house.
Okay. But going in the future, if we did do something with the dog park, it's not considered.
I'm not sure if the dog park is part of the open space plan.
It was, it is.
It is, okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
so
is.
it's already open space, so we could do the same thing with the dog park and make that park space as well.
So when we have to do a repair like we did to the shelter at the dog park, or what we did when the playground at Trantina, we had to use funds from the open space fund. And now by doing this, by declaring them parks, we will be able to use funds from the park fund, which is replenishable. The open space fund, when that is gone, it's gone.
I think if I could expand on Ken's question, or Trustee Merson's question, I think what he might have been getting at is that an open space, you can only designate up to 25 acres.
Oh.
So if Trantina on the north side of 151st is 60 acres or 40 acres, something like that, we've designated now, I believe, 10, if I'm correct, Supervisor Steinman, approximately.
9.79, yeah.
Approximately. So is the 25 acres all of our open space throughout the township, or per parcel? So per pin?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Just per designated.
okay, so the dog park being a separate pin, we could designate up to 25 acres of that. Same thing with over by Founders, the healing garden, things like that. It's a fresh start at each new location.
Right.
That's
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so we have the motion from Trustee Melody and Trustee Severs. So would you call the roll?
Sure. Supervisor Skylin?
Aye.
Trustee Gray?
Aye.
Trustee Merson?
Aye.
Trustee Melody?
Aye.
And Trustee Severs?
Aye. And moving on to old business, there's not really much to update on the community center. I mentioned the survey earlier. And now that the purpose of that survey was to really gauge the public and make sure that we're on the right track, because they really weren't included in the use of the facility. And also with those results, when we apply for any grant funding or even financing, depending on however we're going to fund these improvements, it looks good to say our community supports us and our community wants this. So we're going to leave the survey open for another month. And in the meantime, now our focus goes to funding, what we can do to fund those improvements. All right, and the next item is new business, budget preparation. And for the fiscal year 25-26, we approved the budget in June. And what I'd like to do is move that timeline up, because our fiscal year ends March 31st. That means for April and May and part of June, we're really operating without an approved budget. So it would be nice to move that up to May, or at least get another month, and then maybe over the next year even move that up even more. So what I would like to do is meet with each of the trustees, and you too, Carmen, just everybody individually, so that we can make sure we have all the materials and the questions that we have regarding the budget. I'm reaching out to see if I can find somebody that could maybe do a workshop with us, and I'd like to have a workshop in February. And I think that probably the easiest way to do that is to hold you all separately and get that scheduled. So, does anyone have any questions about this process or suggestions?
No. No questions. I think it's a great idea. I'm available anytime in February.
Is anybody not available in February? Oh, it's your busy
It
time.
is my busiest
I know.
month of the year, but, you know, we'll see what we can
No.
It's yours too. I know. Well, you guys know, you understand it probably.
Yeah,
But the process a little bit more than maybe some, so, we'll work through that. I know, I hate to throw an extra meeting in for you, but, we'll manage. Okay, other than that, I'd like to move into a closed session pursuant to 5 ILCS 120/2C1 for discussion of the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees of the township.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Melody and Marson. Okay, we'll just take a couple minutes so people can leave the room. Oh, I'm sorry, roll call. Thank you.
Supervisor Stylin,
Aye.
Trustee Gray,
Aye.
Trustee Merson,
Aye.
Trustee Melody,
Aye.
Trustee Severs.
Hi.
Sorry.